Would you like to guess how many shots Mitch Marner has combined in the last 2 games?
Please tell me. 0?
The correct answer is it's not a number. It's 0.
Let's bring in JD Bunkis. He's our friend. He's our guy. JD, love chatting with you. Pete's got the first question.
You scared, bitch?
No, absolutely not. Are you kidding? Of course I'm fucking scared, Peter. This is horrible. They had an opportunity, a golden opportunity to silence every single one of the doubters, go on the road and just get a split, win one game. And like, I'll be honest, the game 3 just reeks of a game that you think about forever and ever and ever, right? Like You're up 2 goals. You get multiple pucks that go in your own net, deflected off your own guys. You got chances like breakaways for Nylander, breakaway for Nyes, Wool lets in a softie. It's just, when you watch this many sports, you just start to recognize some of the patterns, right? Where you go, oh man, this is going to be a baddie. And yeah, that felt like an all-time what if game to me. And game 4 was just dog shit. Like there's no other way to describe it.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna be my best to be an objective kind of.
No, you can be the absolute piece of shit that you are. It's fine.
Listen, if I went and spent so much time last round saying you got to win 4 games, I'm obviously not going to take the victory lap here. But really, it was game 4 more than 3 where you go, oh fuck! Like maybe it's the compounding of it where like they had an opportunity to go up game 3 and you let Marchand score the overtime winner, but really. Game 4, you look at that and what the Panthers looked like in that game, and you're like, okay, they are fully back. That's what a lot of the doubters and haters expected this series to look like, and that's exactly what you got in game 4. So, like, that's why I ask, are you scared? Because the Panthers seem to be at their height after game 4.
So what I would say is this, though, is that 3 of the games, Toronto has very much looked like they are on their level, right? So it's only the one where the Panthers have completely dominated. And that's probably a lot of the good things Florida does, right? Maybe they didn't take the starts as seriously against the Leafs, right? Maybe Barkov is starting to get a little bit more healthy after the hit. Maybe the Leafs D is wearing down a touch after the relentless Florida forecheck that is just hitting them over and over and over again. Like Tanev leads the playoffs in, what is it? Guy who gets hit, guy who has been hit, received the most hits. So you got to think that, what is he, age 35, 34, somewhere in that range, that it starts to wear down on you. So there's definitely things that are markers in terms of, hey, Florida might be starting to just sort of roll with this series and be their true selves. I'm going to maintain the thing that I've always said, which is I really think that this Leafs team is different top to bottom, except for, actually, sorry. What right below the top to the bottom is different, right? If you look at it, the goaltending is better. The blue line is better. The forward depth, they're getting contributions from guys like Max Pacioretty and Max Domi that they haven't gotten in years past. Their blue line's chipping in. Their coach is more stable and more stoic. And Nylander is flying around with 6 goals and the second most points in the postseason. Tavares isn't washed up. It's like the thing that sucks about today, if you're saying, are you scared? It's that Marner and Matthews are still doing the Marner and Matthews playoff thing. Like I did this on my show today, but do you want to guess how many players that have already been eliminated have more goals than each of those guys?
8?
17!
Wow.
17!
At least for Matthews, you can point to the injury because he hasn't been scoring at his usual clip all season long. And that was the biggest reason why I was concerned for the Leafs for like a sustainable playoff run beyond even just the sweater stuff, but beyond the stitching. It's this guy hasn't been scoring to the degree that you expect him to all year long. Like Marner, to me, you can't make that guy the highest paid player in the league after what you're seeing, unless he reverses that narrative from this point on. When things get shitty in the playoffs, when things get nasty, complete no-show. He has no interest in playing nasty hockey. And to me, why would you pay for that?
Would you like to guess how many shots Mitch Marner has combined in the last 2 games?
Please tell me. 0?
The correct answer is it's not a number. It's 0. He has no shots in 2 games on the road against the Florida Panthers.
Okay. In fairness, I'm going to voice what we just voiced briefly with Leon Draisaitl, where not all not rights are created equal. Some players, if they're not right and they're not performing, are still playing better than like most of the league. Mitch Marner has 2 assists in this span.
I guess he's got 2 secondary assists. Like, I just, here's the thing, man. It's impossible. What Pete just said is impossible to separate from this conversation. Like, this guy at the trade deadline was asked to waive his no move for Mikko Rantanen. Okay? Like, you guys watch hockey. You know what Mikko is doing. I think that you endorsed him for Pope. So you're pretty aware of how good this guy has been. He's got what? 9 goals, 7 even strength. Just absolute playoff beast. Marner didn't waive the no move, wanted to stay in Toronto. Like, this is the heat that you get when you stay in Toronto, but also didn't want to sign a contract extension before the postseason. So, like, as much as this is very much on Matthews and Pete, like, I agree with you, there's something going on with him, but whatever it is not preventing him from winning faceoffs, right? He's still doing that at a 60% clip. He's still playing 22, 23 minutes a night. He's playing good defense. So is Marner. Like, DJ, your point is well made that they do other things, but ultimately, when you are in that echelon of athlete in this league, when you are at the very top of the top when it comes to salary, it's really tough to have conversations about like what you're doing defensively or the assist that you're getting on some of these plays when, again, everything is breaking in your favor with the rest of your team. And considering, like, again, too, they got a line mate who's a unicorn who has 5 goals and been arguably the driver on that line in Matthew Nyes. So, yeah, this is about as much pressure as these guys have ever faced. And I always think that that's like, oh, well, last year was the most pressure, but this one, it's massive. Like, it really is getting loud in the city.
Even Nyes too. Like, Nyes has had his opportunities, but he's kind of looked snake bitten at points where like he's hitting posts, he's missing the net on, like, he's had plenty of opportunities in this series, which is more than you can say for some of those other guys. But he's not scoring in some spots too. Right.
But at least he's getting those chances in high danger areas, right? Like, that's the thing when we're talking about the Marner. For sure, he's a setup man, right? He's a playmaker, but he's also a 100-point guy. He didn't get to that with, McDavid 100 assists. He got to that with a shit ton of goals too, and no shots in 2 games. And Matthews, like, I was debating this with Borny yesterday on Leafs Talk, how it is a little overrated, the idea that you're missing the net a ton, but Matthews is missing the net a ton. And he hasn't adjusted his game to be like a guy that goes in the dirty areas and finds other ways to score. And so if you're going to play those 2 guys a combined 22, 23 minutes a night, you're asking for what from your secondary goal scorers, right? Like Max Domi to score in his 11 minutes, Max Pacioretty to score in his 12 minutes, for William Nylander to catch the rest of the way. Like, it is on these guys to produce offensively. And I really don't believe that they can win if they don't start to do it. Like, you can't.
We all silly like the mayor.